Hey guys, this short video is to talk to you about mean and weighted mean. So let's talk about it. Okay, so there's two types of mean that they're going to talk about. We're going to talk about mean and weighted mean. Let's talk about normal mean. Mean is just either can be the sample mean or the population mean. So let's talk about sample mean. So as we see below, it's the arithmetic mean of a set of sample data given by x bar equals the value of each data value divided by the number of data values in a sample. Look at that small little n. That means number of data values in a sample. You're going to see that a lot, so get used to it. So let's look at population mean. Population mean basically means the exact same thing, but what do you see in different? The M at the beginning should be the mu symbol, and it's the Greek lowercase letter. And then you're going to see that capital N. Capital N is the number of values in the population. Well, guess what? This is the exact same way that you calculate sample mean. We use the different Greek letters to help us to show that it's either a sample mean or a population mean. So how do you find the mean? Well, you can also refer to it as the average, and I'm sure a lot of you have done this before. So let's read the question. Students were surveyed to find out the number of hours they slept per night during the semester. Here's a sample of their self-reported responses. Calculate the mean. So we have 7 data values, 5, 6, 8, 10, 4, 6, and 9. So because it's a sample mean, or sample of student responses, we're going to do the sample mean. But remember, guys, I told you that really doesn't matter for this type of mean. Sample mean and population mean are almost the exact same thing. The only thing that's different is when we're talking about a sample or a population. We do the same math form each time. So what we're going to do is add the data values together and divide by 7. So we're seeing that the answer is 6.857143. Well, what do you pick? Well, look at our original data. They were whole numbers and had no decimals. So that means you've got to take it out 1 decimal place, which we do. 6.857143 becomes 6.9. That's what Hawks wants you to do, and that's what I want you to do on the midterms or anything from here on out. If you have no decimal places, take the answer to 1. If you have 1 decimal place, take it to 2. 2 decimal places, take it to 3, and so on. Okay, well, you can do it by hand, but why not use your calculator? So here's how you do it in your calculator. Press Stat, choose option 1, and press Enter. Put your data in L1. If for some reason your L1 is not showing, you can do it a different way, but the easiest way to do it is L1. Contact me, or what I'm going to do for everybody is send out an email saying how to reset your calculator. You might want to do this anyway, because if you took algebra before this class, your calculator might be on different settings. So follow those handy directions, and it'll put L1 back to where it needs to be. So you've hit Stat, you've done option 1 and hit Enter, and now you put your data in L1. And you can see they put 5, 6, 8, 10, 4, 6, and 9 on there. So then you hit Stat again, choose Calculator, choose option 1, 1 bar statistics, hit Enter twice. Okay, now you see the output. This should appear on your calculator screen. This is really cool. This is going to be your best friend for Chapter 3. It answers so much of the questions that are asked. So let's look at and see. Look at X bar. So what does that give us? 6.857142857. Well, you don't need to give me all that. Just give me 6.9. Round it up. And if you look down a ways, you see n equals 7. What was that 7? Remember, that was your sample size. That's a good way to check if you have all the data. All right, so let's use some algebra here. Rutherford downloaded 5 new songs from the internet. He knows that on average, the mean, the songs cost $1.23. If 4 songs cost $129 each, what was the price of the 5th song he downloaded? All right, well, what do we know? We know there's 5 songs. We know what the mean is, and we know what the cost of 4 songs are. So it's algebra. You just plug and chug. So remember, your mean is $1.23, and 4 of your values are $1.29. Well, remember to put that x5, which is just really x. You're going to solve for x. And it's divided over 5. Where did we get 5? Because there were 5 songs. So if you keep doing the algebra and it takes you down, you get 99 cents equals x. So the 5th song costs 99 cents. Okay, weighted mean sometimes throws people, but it's really, really important. You can use it in classes. You can use it. Your GPA at Highlands is calculated using a weighted mean. Because think about it. Your GPA changes each semester based on the number of classes you take and the grades you get. So the weighted mean is when the different data values in the mean have different weights. Where before we had seen everything had the same weight. This one is not the same. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the data value times the weight it has over the weight. So let's look at that in practice. Okay, so Walter has a history class, and it shows that his tests are 40%, homework's 20, quizzes are 10, final examples 30. So he wants to know his grade, so let's go look. Okay, so Walter's final grade would be if this was his scores. And this is what we actually do in classes as teachers. So remember, tests were 40%, homework was 20, quizzes were 10, final was 30. So let's write it out. Okay, so let's look at Walter's first. So if you look at it, 83 times 0.4, where are we getting the 0.4? We changed the percentage to a decimal. Don't let that scare you. It happens all the time. Plus 98 times 2 plus 90 times 1 plus 80 times 3, all over 0.4 plus 0.2 plus 0.1 plus 3, which equals 1. Remember, I just converted those percentages to decimals. So if you do all the math, you get 87.9. Okay? There is a way to do it in the calculator. So this is for Virginia's grades, so the data is a little bit different. So you're going to go to Stat, Enter, press Enter again. You're going to enter your data values in L1 and then the weights in L2. And then all you do is hit Stat, Calc, press 1, and then press Enter. Then you're going to press second 1, comma, second 2. And that tells the calculator this is a weighted mean and the datas are in 2 lists, and then press Enter. And if you look at it, your sample will be 80.6. Remember, this is not Walter's, this is Virginia's score, so these are going to look different from Walter's. So, okay, you might want to practice on your own. And that's all I can do for weighted and regular mean now. And there's some ones you might want to look at. Remember, these are all in the PowerPoints. And I'm going to do another video starting soon for median. And I hope this helped for mean and weighted mean. Thanks.